Livers in Heels, that's who we are here to meet today. So, the name, the concept behind it.
Okay.
Do share.
So, levers and heels. The levers bit, what is a lever bit? It's a simple machine, a means of getting work done, a means of accomplishment. So, I'm trying to say women should be seen as means of accomplishment. And then the heels bit is the interesting bit. During my final year, I designed an adjustable height shoe heel designed for women.
Okay.
And a lot of my colleagues used to call me the adjustable heel girl, the adjustable heel girl. So I thought, why not fit that in to just represent
So you took
women.
a name calling and made a brand of it.
Exactly.
Perfect. Yes, that's one for all the young ones that are being picked up. So, what do you actually do as an organization and body?
Okay, so Levers and Heels is an initiative I started during my national service. It seeks to give a voice to Ghanaian women in STEM, the sciences, and technology, engineering, and mathematics. And I do this via social media.
Okay.
So what I do is I interview amazing young Ghanaian women doing amazing stuff with their STEM skills.
Okay.
I put out my Levers and Heels blog, and I spread it via social media. So right now it's gotten a lot of traction. People love it and it's great.
Okay, do you have any, of all the people you've interviewed, do you have any favorites among them?
They are all my favorites. I can't
no. It's like having to pick a favorite child. You must have a favorite child.
No, but they are all very different people doing different amazing things. So they are all my favorite. I can't pick one. I had the pleasure of working with one of them, GhScientific, founder of Tech Skills. What we did was we mentored and we taught underprivileged girls how to code, programming, stuff like that. So,
you still keep in touch with any of these girls?
I do. I keep in touch with all of them actually.
All of them. That's wonderful. So having to do this coding work with them, does that fit in with what you do yourself personally? Because you're a scientist yourself.
Yes, I studied engineering, biomedical engineering at the University of Ghana. And right now I'm a teaching assistant at the Department of Biomedical Engineering. And my job description, tutoring, organizing seminars for the students to boost their interest in these fields.
Okay, so I guess that leads to the next obvious question. You've been both a student and now a teacher at the same institute.
Yes.
Okay. What would you say your perceptions have changed being on both sides?
Different perspectives of being a student and then a teacher.
Yeah.
You see things differently, like all the stuff that you used to do as a student. You look back and you're like, oh man, I was silly.
But it's trouble for teachers.
But yeah, it's interesting to also get a chance to teach my own students.
Yeah.
It's interesting seeing how excited they are about the courses and then the problems that they are facing. I can also help them out.
I think many would say you are quite young. So doing what you're doing, not only teaching assistant, but being in this field. Do you think your age affects any way what you're doing?
No, not at all. I do not look at age in any way. If you want to do something, do it, regardless of how old you are, your background, whatever the case. If you have a passion for something.
How about the people you work with? Do you think they look at your age and it directs their decisions in any way?
Well, some of them are surprised at how young I am, but it doesn't cause any problems. It's normal.
Okay, so I do believe Livers in Heels is quite young, right? How old would you say Livers in Heels is?
Livers in Heels is almost a year old. I started on the 15th of January this year, and we are moving on.
Okay, so what we call it, 11 months?
Yeah,
Give or take, okay. 11 months, your greatest success story.
I love the feedback that I get from every post I put out.
Okay.
All the young girls reading the post I recently received an email from high school student telling me she loves science, but she cannot pursue it for some reason. I I don't want to mention.
That's not reason.
Yes. And she was asking me to help her out, and she also mentioned that she read one of my blog posts, and she became so interested in, like, she has a passion for it, so she really wants to go into STEM.
That's great. They're able to reach some people. So I have, as you may have guessed, I have been looking at your sites. They do quite a few, and I did not notice anyone male. Yes, all a bunch of females. Please, how do you pick your people, and why are they only females?
Okay, so if we look at the population of Ghana, more than half of the population is female. Why are we not making good use of these resources? Education is very important, and it's also it's not just important to males only, it's important to females as well. And I feel like people are now starting to see the essence of STEM fields in Ghana in solving local problems. So I'm trying to involve females in STEM fields, and also to enable them to use their STEM skills to solve local issues. So I'm tackling two problems at the same time. Yes.
Okay, brilliant. But then the people you select to interview, do you have a particular place where you find excellent females in science? Or?
No, I find all the fields really interesting. I like the diversity, so there's no special formula that I use
to pick your people.
Yeah.
I'll apply the formula. Okay, so next year, 1 year anniversary. Yes. Are we celebrating it?
Celebrating, yes. We are moving on to something big.
Okay, that's great.
I won't talk too much about that, but watch out for something big.
Give us a little tips. What direction can we see Levels and Hills going for in the future?
Okay, right now Levels and Hills is a movement. It's not an organization, it's a movement. And the plan is to enable African females in STEM to use their skills to solve local problems or to start their own businesses in Africa. So that's one of the things Levels and Hills wants to achieve. And next year, you're going to see something.
You will see some your birthday present to the world.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, that's great. I think recently there have been a lot of different people that are trying to improve the uptake of science within Ghana and Africa, really within the world as a whole. Do you think there has been a change in attitudes of how people accept or receive science news in general?
Okay, I think right now people are starting to see the importance of science and the other STEM fields. Just 2 years ago, there was a lot of noise about introducing technology, coding, programming into the curricula. And it's a great thing. I'm happy to see that people are starting to see the importance of these STEM fields. And hopefully it will be put to good use in the development of our country.
Yeah. Okay. But how do you think in terms of the schools, what can the government or other organizations do to help this continuous growth and interest in the STEM subjects?
Okay, like I said earlier, there are lots of organizations which are springing up now to involve females in STEM field. And I think if we keep this going, it's going to really help a lot, because then the females will also, the younger ones will also begin to see that, oh, she has been able to do this, so I can do this too.
Yeah.
And then we'll gradually be having more females entering these STEM fields. And also one more thing is to involve most of these STEM fields into our program, but they should make it more practical.
More practical.
Yes, because we can't be doing rote learning all the time. It has to be practical, so we can learn something and actually do stuff on our own.
Yeah. That's perfect. Okay, so now imagine I am a 13-year-old female who really enjoys science mixed with engineering and maths and technology.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to me to keep me in line on the path that you are living right now?
Okay, I'll tell you, not just to females, just to everyone. If you have a passion for any STEM field, I'd say go for it. It's true, STEM fields are difficult, but I don't think we were made to tackle just the easy stuff. Yeah, we should also be able to do something on our own, especially as Africans.
Yeah.
We don't need help from foreign countries all the time. We can do stuff on our own.
Except it's money. Right? except they're bringing us money.
Yes. But yeah, if you have a passion for it, go for it.
Okay. I think we are nearing the end pretty much. It's been great talking to you. I would like to ask you slightly more personal question. It's very, very important.
How personal?
Oh, on the scale of 1 to 10, maybe 5.
Okay.
Okay. And I want you to use your knowledge as a scientist.
Okay.
If you are eating wachi, is it best come in a bowl or in a leaf?
This is a very difficult question.
And after you answer, I want scientific backing for your answer. There we go.
I don't think I can give any scientific backing for this because I always eat wachi in the leaves. I think it adds more flavor to it.
Adds more flavor. Okay. So we have it here from Mouth for Scientists.
Yes.
Wachi is better in leaves than in bowls. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.